Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's. Welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap a seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell out now. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.
No More Black Tears podcast. We're back in the building. Another week. You know what I'm saying? We got Juice Man in the building.
What it do?
Verteezy. And it's Mr. DJ Rose. You know what I'm saying? It all happened in a week, man. What we talking about?
Hey, man. So we in March, man. So let's go and begin with the madness, man. This weekend should be the conference tournaments for a lot of conferences. And we should have Selection Sunday. I want to say this Sunday, right?
It should be. It should be.
Yeah, so, you know, what are you looking forward to this year in March Madness, Rose?
I'm not looking forward to anything but watching some of the basketball. I watched some of it today. I watched Tennessee and Vanderbilt, and that was a pretty good game. It went wire to wire. And then also it's like most of the good teams, they are playing real basketball. So if you want to just watch real basketball, you're not going to see a lot of dunks or a lot of highlights, things like that. Unless probably from Duke, maybe. They still got their superstar, but you're not going to see a lot of that. It's just going to be fundamental basketball, lots of it, because lots of the guys are older, lots of guys are younger, they're running sets. So you're not going to see, it's not going to be like back in the day when, you know, oh, this team right here, they got that guy. They go. It's anybody's game. Anybody can win.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm probably most looking forward to the conference championships this weekend because, you know, March Madness is always a special time of the year, but people sometimes forget it. It starts with them conference championships because some years, them conference championships be so fire because you be having teams that be needing to win their conference championship just to make the tournament. That's one reason why it be so dope. Then you be having certain teams that be needing to win to solidify themselves the number one seed. Like I remember when the Big East was popping, Rose. I remember the year that. Do you remember Tashim Habib when he played for UConn?
Yeah.
And Dewan Blair when he played for Pitt? Man, like bruh, when they got to the Big East championship, when I tell you Dewan Blair put up like 20-something points, but he had like 16, 18 rebounds. And Tashim beat he's a legit 7-footer. Dewan Blair was probably maybe 6'7" or some shit like that at the time, bro. And they was going at it, man. So like, it's always good to see the conference championships. You know, to see what the ACC got going on. The SEC, this is probably like what the SEC is probably like at a high level in terms of basketball the last couple of years. So the SEC championship conference tournament has been good the last couple of years. I am a little disappointed that Miami, Ohio suffered their first loss. Because I was kind of looking forward to see what the committee would do if they was undefeated, you know, because there's no precedent for a team being undefeated all year and not getting a top seed, one of the number one seeds. So I would have been, you know, interested to see if the committee would have gave them one of those top seeds.
They weren't gonna get one of those seeds because their conference, they're like 296, like so now they're even pushing you to get in, but they should get a large bid because the only way they was gonna get in before was for them to win their, like you said, their championship, but I think they'll probably get an at-large bid. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they probably will, man. And me and C was talking about that actually last week when they had that close win against, I forgot what team it was. Thursday, it was like last Thursday or last Wednesday night, and he was saying, yeah, he didn't think they would get one of those top 4 seeds. And I was like, man, if they finish undefeated and win their conference, nigga, I want to see them get a top 4 seed, man. But it has been some teams that I've heard about. Like Duke has been a powerhouse throughout the season. They've been good. North Carolina, they've suffered some injuries, like you said one episode. Kansas, they're just interesting, Rose, because they might have the best player in college basketball, but he just got a lot of shit going on, bruh. like that nigga who be just checking himself in and out of games.
Mhm.
Like it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen with them, But then the biggest thing about the March Madness that I'm excited for is as I've gotten more disconnected from college basketball, last season was just an example of it just introduces you to plays that you was not paying attention to all year. So like it's gonna be I can't wait to see certain plays that I might have heard about on ESPN and heard might be top lottery picks to actually see them play in the tournament and actually get a better idea how good some of these players are, man.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 68 teams. I remember last week we couldn't remember. I said we couldn't remember how many teams it's gonna be in the turn that make the tournament. It's gonna be 68, 31.
Plus the 4 for the play-in.
Yeah, so
Okay.
68, 31 are automatic bids, and then 37 at-large bids. So
okay, that's gonna be interesting, man. So yeah, definitely tune in, man, and make your brackets and everything. We're gonna post our bracket, sometime the week coming up. So if you listening to this, go on the YouTube page, the Instagram page, and sign up for the No More Black Tears March Madness Black Bracket.
And Selection Sunday is Sunday.
Okay, cool, yeah. And man, speaking of madness, man, Dwight Howard, man, he's had a lot of crazy shit going on over the last week. So his fiance got online.
His wife.
Oh, that's his wife?
Yeah.
I thought it was just his fiance. So they actually did get married.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so his wife got online with a bag of coke saying that she's losing her husband to cocaine addiction. And a lot of people were saying the way she was putting it on her hand and her arm and putting it to her face, she was doing coke on live. There's reports that she got a drug addiction herself. And then, not to mention, just I want to say last night or yesterday, Dwight had to report that a woman stole his jewelry and what was it? He said cash. It was something else she stole.
Yeah, some of his belongings.
Some of his belongings. And I want to say that was that his ex fiance? He said.
It was probably his wife. He
wife.
Didn't say who it was.
Because in the video, it said the video, the caption was fiance. That's why I thought that the woman was his fiance, not wife. So okay, cool. So maybe it was his wife who did it.
Yeah.
But see, being but if that's his wife, she can't steal from her husband, so he can't make the report. He messed up.
So I don't. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah.
Well, the police was there. He was talking to somebody.
He called the police, but I don't. He called the police and they released a 911 call. So I don't know exactly when it happened, but I think it was recently, maybe. Yeah. But
yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. This shit is crazy. I'm gonna keep it real. I feel bad for Dwight if I'm being real, man, because Dwight, for all intents and purposes, because we clowned Dwight the last couple of years, because a lot of people think he gay and he fuck with trans. Dwight seemed like a nice dude though, bro. I'm just gonna be real, bro. Like I don't really hear fucked up stories about Dwight in terms of him being mean to fans or being mean to individuals. Like a lot of people who have talked shit about Dwight in real life have came out and said, man, I ain't gonna say nothing else about Dwight. I met that man at the airport. I met him here. And I'm talking about like some people like Bubba, whatever. People who actually got platforms that Dwight probably have seen them trash him. So I feel bad for Dwight because, you just living your life and your bitch come online and start, because if you doing coke, my nigga, that's your business. You rich. You doing what you supposed to be doing probably. Like, so she coming online and saying, man, this nigga doing coke. That's why he always smiling and happy. Okay, cool. Let that man do coke in peace. Let that, obviously you do the shit too, bitch. Yeah. You do the shit too. So he provide our life for both of y'all. That's another thing. Man, y'all hoes got to stop fucking up the bag. Like y'all got to stop coming online saying your husband is beating you. Your husband had a baby on you, and you're going to stay with this nigga because this nigga got millions of dollars. Y'all fucking up the money because shit like this hurts a nigga like Dwight's endorsements and ability to use his face to be on ESPN and stuff. Some of these niggas be trying to have careers once they retire, man. So, yeah, that shit's sad to me.
Yeah, and talking about retirement, he announced his retirement from basketball today. So it's like all this drama. And he was trying to get back into the league. And then I guess after all this came out, he's like, man, bump it. I'm just going to retire from basketball. He might come back. Retirement ain't the end, but there's teams that could use him because DeAndre Jordan's still in the league. He better than DeAndre Jordan, if you ask me.
Way better than that nigga.
If you ask me. And there's some other guys that's in the league that he's better than. But he announced his retirement from the league today, but it was just a strange situation. It could just be for the internet, but you playing with you like you said, you playing with his manhood and his, you know what I'm saying? You talking about CPS took one of his kids and all kind of other stuff, and then Royce, his baby mama, she tagging along, talking about, yeah, I told y'all, but she's always been bitter, so you can't really believe everything she says. But and then both of them on reality TV shows or were, and it just is like you said, man, keep it off the internet, man. Keep it off the internet. And like if that was real coke, that was a lot of coke.
Hey,
That
got
was
a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. They got a lot of money.
yeah, he got a lot of money, but still, like she just got it laying around in the car with her. She on live, like she's like, yeah, this you see this coke, and then so Juice Man's here, so he could because Suzanne was like, Susie was like, what's this? She pulled out a big rock. Somebody, he got this big rock. I think I think that was probably some coke.
Yeah,
I think it was just
fresh.
off the brick.
Yeah, off the brick, fresh off the brick.
Yeah, I think it was just some coke.
Hey,
Somebody,
fresh
somebody
off the brick.
she was like,
Yeah,
I didn't know you smoking crack. I said,
He
nah, he got too much money to be smoking crack.
Columbia, man.
I said, he got too much money to be smoking crack. I said, that had to be straight off the brick. That was just
I
probably.
don't know. Lamar was smoking crack, bro. Lamar had a lot of money too.
No, Lamar, he was coke. He was coke. Like he told you a story. Hey, how can I party without my coke? I went to the Bunny Ranch. I gave him $75,000. I was like, hey, that's all I remember.
Hey, man, moving on from one NBA center that played in the South to another NBA center that's still playing in the South. Bam Adebayo, man, he just dropped 83 points this week for the Miami Heat against the lowly Washington Generals. My bad, the Wizards, the Washington Wizards. My bad.
No, the Washington Trumps. Trumps, whatever you want to call
Becoming
it.
the second highest
Same
scoring
thing.
performance in NBA history. What's your thoughts on this?
Man, I was watching the San Antonio Spurs game against the Boston Celtics. That Celtics. It was a good game. Jason Tatum played, but they threw Jalen Brown out in the first half. So, but Wemby had a big game. Game was good, but at the end it started. You know, what I'm saying San Antonio started doing their thing because Jalen Brown wasn't there. And then they posted like, "Oh, Bam got 70 points," and it's like such minutes left, and he had 43 at halftime, and he had 31 in the first quarter. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'm thinking like, good for him. He better not break Kobe record. I'm gonna be mad. And then I was like, so then he got close to it was, I think it's 3 minutes left. They switched the game to the Miami game. And these dudes are missing free throws on purpose. They are fouling people to get the ball back. They're doing all kind of stuff. I'm like, Spo, you a hoe. Yeah, Spo, you the hoe of the week, man. I can't, man, shout out to Bam. He did what he was supposed to do. I ain't got no problem with Bam. I like Bam, but I love his girl even more. You know what I'm saying? But Spo, man, you a hoe for that one. Because like Pat Riley said, when he came out the tunnel, I would have took you out when you had 70.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it real, man. Like, that shit was disgusting. Because same thing, like MJ texted me first. So shout out to MJ. He texted me first that nigga had 72. I said, what the fuck? I'm thinking the game is fucking over. And he dropped 72 legit points. I immediately went to the ESPN app. I see the game is still going on, and it's like 7 minutes ago. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga got a chance to, in the words of Rashad McCants, get 81. Who's 81? Kobe's 81. So I'm thinking he's gonna do that.
I got 15 in the first.
He showed me the formula. So, bro, when he got to 3 minutes, I saw the same thing you saw, Rose. These niggas started fouling Wizards players. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why y'all fouling Wizards players? Y'all up by 30. Niggas missing free throws.
On purpose.
The refs is calling every single foul for Bam. Every time a nigga breathe on Bam, he going to the free throw line. I'm like, what is the fuck is going on? The free throws he hit to break the record was so disgusting. He caught the ball took 2 steps, jumped into the defender, jumped into him, and the ref called the foul. I said, so this what we doing? This what we doing? I said, yo, this some whole ass activity right here. And then Eric Spoelstra, such a whole ass nigga, he gonna come out and say, I apologize to no one. Yeah, we went for it. Then Bam gonna come out today and say, man, y'all niggas is hating. I ain't sorry, man. I wanted to go for greatness. But don't nobody give a fuck that you went for it. I don't even care that you went for it up 30. I'm gonna keep it real. People mad at that. I don't care that y'all was blowing them up by 30 and I don't like the fact that once it get to the point where everyone on the court seems like they trying to help you get the record, that shit don't feel legit no more. That shit don't feel legit no more. Now it just seems like, yo, we want Saquon Barkley to break the rushing record. So guess what? We gonna tell the defenders to move this way so we can create running lanes. Like that's what the fuck was going on.
Brett Favre and
that's the thing I want to talk about. We talk about that all the time. And like you say, you's correct. And us as Noble Black Tears, I hear you. But how come in basketball and football we don't allow that type of behavior, but in the white sports we do?
What? They don't allow that in baseball.
Yes, they do.
In soccer?
Yes, they do.
They would throw 100 miles per hour at your head when you try to disrespect the game.
No. It's like once they get to they looking for a record, they about to hit a record. Baseball, the white sports, they push it. They let you go for it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But in football,
I don't care if they let you go for it. That's cool. But if let's say I'm a pitcher, I've never seen this. Like when Barry Bonds was going for the home record, go back and look it up. There was pitchers that was intentionally walking him.
He was still getting walked.
So he had to swing at shit that was not strikes to get the record.
That's right.
I respect that, Juice Man. What I don't respect is the pitcher saying, I fuck with Barry Bonds. And because I fuck with him, I'm not even going to just throw him a pitch. I'm going to throw him a lollipop so he can knock it out of the park. That's not legit no more. And that's what was happening. When your teammates start intentionally fouling the opponent
so we go
to create more possessions, that's bullshit.
For instance, if we go to baseball and the pitcher is having a no hit,
okay,
the last inning or two, they're told not to hit the ball.
No,
I've never seen that in baseball. I've never seen.
That's the way it works.
No, you know what I've seen? I've seen a pitcher with a no hitter or a perfect game, and I've seen a team up 9-0. The pitcher's up, they up 9-0, and I've seen the other team be like, "We can't let this nigga get this no hitter." I've seen them try to bunt. I've seen them do that, bro. You can look at videos of you down 9 runs, and they are trying to bunt just to break up your no hitter.
What I'm saying is, in white sports, they push it. Black sports, basketball and football, they don't.
I can agree.
I don't know what you mean by that. Like if
I'm saying it's fine if you're not educated on that, but that's what they do.
But I don't have a problem with Bam. You know what I'm saying? I like Bam. He's a good person. He's one of the last persons, you know what I'm saying, that make it to the league from poverty. And like I said, I love his girl even more.
I hate that nigga, but I fuck with Bam.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we go back to. A lot of NBA players telling me when I be watching them that Bam that nigga. Like Bam.
No, Bam is a good guy. That's what Bam. Bam. That's why people don't want to shit on him.
Is he a big guy or is he a point guard?
He's a center.
But does he play like a point guard or a center?
A center.
He play like a center.
No, everybody in the NBA says he plays like a point guard. He has a game of a point guard.
No. Well, hey man, I know Dame said that he didn't think the nigga could average 30 points in the game. Man, I'm gonna say this right here. Bam is a really nice guy. I've heard that from a lot of NBA players online that he's one of the nicest people in the world in the league, and I feel like that's why people don't want to shit on this performance. Because if LeBron would have did this, if Luka would have did this, I can name at least 15 other players. If we would have saw them do what Bam did and the Heat did, unanimously it'd be criticism. The other aspect of this no one's talking about, let's just keep it real, man. A lot of motherfuckers just didn't like Kobe, bro. We've been seeing this the last 2 years. In the last 2 years, people been getting online on Bill Nye the Science Guy's internet, disrespecting Kobe's legacy every chance they get, to the point Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson be having to defend the shit. If this was someone else that people respected, there will be a way more outrage. But because it's Kobe and a lot of people, especially in the media, Rose, they did not like Kobe.
Colorado.
And they happy that Bam broke this record. And they're not going to tell you that, though. Because this was disgraceful. This was distasteful to someone like Kobe. When Kobe did it, that man shot 7 for 13 from the 3-point line. Bam shot 7 for 22. Kobe was 18 for 20 from the free throw line. Bam shot 43 fucking free throws.
Most ever.
And they was down 5 points in the fourth quarter. They needed every single point Kobe gave.
And I want to tell a story of what Brian Shaw said when Kobe had 62 points at the end of the third. They were up by, I'm going to say 30 against the Mavs. The Mavs had 61. Kobe had more points than they did. Phil said, Brian, go down there and ask Kobe if he want to go for 70. He went down there and he said, Kobe, you want to go for 70? He was like, no, man, we're up by 30. Man, I can do that another day. I can do that another day. He said, man, you can get 70. Man, we up by 30, though. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm saving. Man, I'm going to sit. We do that. I can do that another day. 3 weeks later.
Not even a month.
3 weeks later. Might have been 2 weeks later. Went for 81 and needed it.
And that's what you call greatness.
Yeah.
That's greatness.
This is what I feel about the thing. He did it.
Spole, you a hoe.
Yeah, but it's like, okay.
Hoe of the week.
But it's like, I'm not hating on Kobe, and I'm not hating on Wilt Chamberlain. It's like, it's a record. It is what it is. It's like the 81 has no. It's Wilt. You see what I'm saying? It's like you got 100 Wilt.
But it's the greatest scoring performance on TV.
Because Wilt wasn't on TV, and Wilt's game was kind of like Bam's game when they was what people are saying that
it was manufactured.
Yes.
Okay. Like when you hear people talk about it, they was doing the same thing. They started fouling the other team and all this other stuff. Kobe's 81 is a legit fucking scoring game where he got that shit in the flow of the fucking game.
Right.
It was not pushed to go get it, man. But that's just my thoughts on it, man. Shout out to Bam, bruh. Spo, you a hoe. Bam, you a hoe.
No, Bam, I ain't gonna call you.
Yeah. He a hoe.
He hold out when he addressed it today.
Because a nigga like Kyrie, you know what Kyrie would have did? Man, I got too much respect, man. I'm gonna get 80 and I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, I would have got 81. I would have at least topped. When I got 80 or 81, all right, coach. I ain't trying to do that.
Yeah, man.
That man dead. You know
I idolize this man. But moving on to somebody else who feel like a team as a whole. Max Crosby, man. So it was announced. We did the pod last week, Rose. We got home. We found out that Max Crosby was going to be a Raven. Mm-hmm. Ravens gave him 2 first-round picks. Next thing you know, Tuesday come, middle of the night, we hear that the trade been rescinded.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday come, we hear the Ravens sign Trey Hendrickson.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on this?
I remember you texted me, it was like, man, they redid the trade. They vetoed the trade. And I was like, oh, they must go sign Trey Henderson. and lo and behold, the next morning, that's exactly what they did.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, y'all some hoes.
They didn't even try to hide it.
Y'all some hoes. And then they was like, oh, man. And it was like the fact that you knew he had surgery. You knew, but they found it out and they took it. They found out and they took it. I ain't mad at them because I like the Ravens, but this is gonna hurt them. This is gonna hurt them. I don't see Lamar winning a Super Bowl no more with the Ravens after this.
Man, I'll be honest, bro. Like,
because people are hunting on them.
I'll be honest. If you telling me that you decided to veto this trade because you wanted your first round picks back, and you knew you were going to sign Trey Hendrickson, I'm like, I just don't understand it because Max Crosby is a hands down better player. So it's like, I'd rather lose the first round picks and get a way better player. Now, if you're telling me that you really felt like Max Crosby had something wrong with his knee, I understand that. And I want to make this clear to people listening. The Trey Hendrickson signing is not bad. If we knew nothing about the Max Crosby trade, if the Ravens would have walked into the offseason and signed Trey Hendrickson, everyone at this table would be like, that's a great pickup for the Ravens.
That's right.
Because they needed that.
That's right.
It's a simple fact of, if I come to you right now and say, here go 1,000, I'm going to give it to you in the morning. Then the morning time come, hey, bro, I can't give you that 1,000 no more, but here go $100. You still happy you got $100, but you don't already spend that bad. You don't already start thinking all the stuff you're going to do. you probably thought you were gonna get some red bottoms for your bitch. Like this shit is crazy. Like that's the issue I have with it, because it's like this is not a better move on his head. As far as the Raiders go, I feel sorry for them because you spent money on free agents. Yeah, because so from the Raiders, let me break it down from the Raiders' perspective. You got a car note every month. Let's say Rose says, I'm gonna pay for your car note this month. A week later, you just spent whatever money you was gonna spend on some other shit. Mm-hmm. And then he tells you a week later, I can't give you the money for your car. So you already spent money. You already spent the money that you was gonna spend, thinking he was gonna help you out. So the Raiders, they spent money on free agents, thinking Max Crosby was not gonna be on their books. That's right. Now he's on their books, and now they got two choices. Either they're gonna be hard pressed against the cap and keep him on the team, or trade him. And 9 times 10, if they trade him, guess what's gonna happen? They might have to trade him for less than what they want to, just to get that money off their books.
But I think they're gonna keep it because the thing about it is you gotta realize is,
and that's going to hamstring them. Because they still gotta sign their draft picks too.
That's how I'm looking at it. These the pros. So the mob in Vegas is involved. And Max Crosby, being with the Las Vegas Raiders, couldn't leave. He's locked in. He couldn't leave. Like they were hot with this trade. Vegas was hot with this trade. They was pissed the fuck off because they wanted him. So the people, Vegas is happy about the situation. Believe it or not, they good. They really is good. Like the people good. I don't know about the office, but the people, they happy because they about to get their quarterback, Max Crosby. They love that. Man, I know this is the podcast. We can say what we want, but I really can't say what I want to say because they love him. They love some Maxie. So they get their Maxie back. They're gonna have a quarterback to give them the ball. They happy.
Hey man, so that's just one move in the offseason. The majority of the moves that's been going on in the offseason in the last 4-5 days have been free agency, man. So some of the biggest free agency signings to me, it was announced, I want to say early this morning, that Kyler Murray is going to Minnesota. God. And I feel like that might be the biggest move in the whole offseason because the Minnesota Vikings quarterback situation was so horrible. In fact,
worse than Atlanta.
I was about to say something about Atlanta. Minnesota and Atlanta are probably the only two teams, and maybe the Colts, but they had an injury, so let's not count them. That if you just give them competent quarterback play, they probably make the playoffs and have a chance to compete to go to the conference championship. Right. That roster in Minnesota is loaded, but you got Justin Jefferson, who I still think is the best receiver in football. You got Jordan Addison. You got T.J. Hockenson. You got Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, who's a very good, competent backup running back. You got a solid offensive line. You got a top 5 defense with Brian Flores calling the shots. They didn't even finish last in the division. Like as bad as they was last year, the Detroit Lions finished last in the division. Mm-hmm. And that was with them having 4 different niggas play quarterback last season for them, and only one of them be competent, which was Carson Wentz, who's really can't play no more. Mm-hmm. Kyler Murray is a top 5 quarterback in terms of talent in this league today. Like I challenge anybody to name 4 quarterbacks in the league right now that's more talented than him. Now the question is, can you stop playing the video games? Can you learn how to read defenses? Can you put the time in the offseason and on your days off to become a better quarterback, to make better decisions? Can you become a better leader of men? Because as the quarterback, you have to lead that offense and that team. Can he do these things?
This is my one question. Can he play in the cold? Because he's accident prone too.
They're in the dome now.
They in the dome now?
Yeah, they in the dome.
Detroit's in the dome. Only places you got to play in the cold is Green Bay and Chicago.
Yeah. So he might be all right. He might be all right because that was my main concern. It's like because Kyler Murray, he
even in the cold, you give Kyler Murray, Justin Jefferson, and all those weapons I just named, like he's going to have statistically a great season.
He's going to be balling.
But like this, if you tell me Kyler Murray throws for 30 touchdowns, 4,000 yards, and rushes for another 8 touchdowns, I'm not going to be shocked. Mm-hmm. I just want to know, are those going to be winning numbers? Because that's the only question you've had in your career. Because he put up numbers in Arizona. Can that translate to winning? Can when they need you to make plays, can you make those plays? And that just comes into all the other stuff he needs to do. You've been in the league long enough. It's time for you to put aside childish things, and it's time for you to mature, because the Arizona Cardinals, who drafted you number 1 overall a couple years ago, who gave you a big contract, they gave up on you.
But see,
so now it's time for you to do what Sam Darnold did and be like, I didn't give up on myself, but you got to make this the right move.
But see, this is the thing with him, though. When I watch him play, it hurts me because he's not size. He jumping. He's small.
Yeah, he's a smaller guy, but the league is smaller. Quarterbacks nowadays can play in the league very well. You know, so that's like Kyler Murray. Hey man, let's see what you can do. Jalen Watson to the Rams. I ain't gonna lie, man. That shit was just crazy, man, because they just traded for McDuffie. Then for them to sign, I feel like this is Soulja Boy with the Drake. Hey, Drake stole my whole flow, bar for bar. Like, y'all gonna steal the Chiefs' whole secondary corner by corner? Like, this is crazy. Like, and these are two of the better corners in the league. So that secondary, the one weakness on the Rams team last year was their special teams, but also that secondary. You add these two guys, man, I ain't gonna lie. At the moment, I don't see how you can't have the Rams as the favorite to win the Super Bowl if Matthew Stafford can play at the level he played last year. And then to me, the Steelers, they were some big winners, man. We don't know who's going to play quarterback for them, but oh my God, man. You got DK Metcalf, who's a freak in terms of his size and athleticism. You got Rico Dowdle, who's a bigger back and athletic. They signed him. And then you sign Michael Pittman, who's like a baby Mike Evans. Like, let me tell you, when teams face the Steelers, a lot of secondaries are going to have their hands full because they got two of the most physical receivers, Michael Pittman Jr. and DK Metcalf. That's going to be a fucking problem. It's going to be a lot of jump balls. When they get in the red zone, that's going to be a fucking problem. Like, and when they're having the run block, these are two big individuals. I don't know if y'all got to see Michael Pittman with the Colts last year. That is a big man.
This is my thing, though. Who's the quarterback?
That's the only question is, who's going to throw the ball to them? If they can get competent quarterback play, like, I'm not going to lie. That picking up Rico Dowdle, who rushed for 1,000 yards last year with the Panthers, and picking up Michael Pittman, who's been a good number 1 receiver in this league for a couple years, to go with DK Metcalf and Darnell Washington, the tight end, who's 6'7". So they got a tight end who's 6'7". Like, yo, this is probably going to be the biggest offense in the league in terms of just all their plays are going to be at least 6'4" and taller.
Throw it up.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Jets, man. Shout out to Geno Smith, man. You know what I'm saying? They wrote back. They wrote back. You know what I'm saying? They wrote you off, but you ain't right back. They wrote back. They said, hey, come on, let's get us another chance. Let's get us another chance. Come on back home. Come on back home, player. They're just basically they're gonna get Manning in New York again. That's what that means. Come on back home so we can get a quarterback next year. Hey, it's all good. The Falcons, you know what I'm saying? They signed Tua.
Lord help him.
He's better than Penix. He's better than Penix.
Lord help him.
I'm gonna say this. He's twice as good as Penix.
God damn, twice as good.
He's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback.
A quarterback and a half. But
he was a good quarterback.
But the last time the Falcons had a Alabama stud championship, you know what I'm saying? We went to the championship. You know what I'm saying? We had Julio. We went to the chip. We ain't win it, but we went.
True.
So I see playoffs ahead of us. I see the playoffs ahead of us with Tua holding us down. You know what I'm saying? Holding us down. Tua's gonna hold us down.
Don't get hurt.
I think Tua's gonna hold us down. Hey, people are mad about it, but Tua is better than Penix.
Yes, he is. He's a very good quarterback.
If Penix did what he did last year, and Kirk did what he did, only reason we didn't make the playoffs is because our kicker. That's the only reason we didn't make the playoffs. But then they signed a 40-year-old kicker. So I'm like, hold on, man. We not making the playoffs again because of the kicker?
Man, they wanted a veteran.
Come on, man. We should have kept that young hoe. You know, they in style now.
Yeah, man. Final thoughts, everyone.
Yeah, my final thoughts, man. Shout out to the Cross Creek and Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Two teams from CSIA. They played against each other in the 3A state championship. Cross Creek pulled it out 56-51. So shout out to them. Shout out to them young men. You know what I'm saying? Both from my area. They didn't put up big numbers, 56-51, but they played a good game. I've seen a lot of highlights. Man, shout out to them. And hopefully they bring. I don't know if they're all the players for teams or not, but hopefully they get another chance to go back to it because it ain't often. Usually sometimes what used to be like what Josie and Hesper girls, they used to battle in the championship sometimes, but it ain't often you see two male teams battling out as far as from what I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Vertiz, you might know better than I do, but shout out to them.
Hey, I say this solemnly, man. We got to make decisions without emotions at time, especially when we have a chance to be successful in life and do something that people in our family haven't had the opportunity, man. Henry Ruggs is going to come out of prison. He's going to be available for parole in October this year. So he might be able to have a second chance at life. But unfortunately for James Pierce, you know, they charged him with 3 felony accounts and a couple of misdemeanors. And it's sad because he had such a great rookie season. He was a high draft pick, went in the first round. We don't know what's going to happen to him. We don't know if he's going to do time, if he's going to, be paroled. But we've seen a lot of athletes in the prime of their career or early in their career, from Michael Vick to many others, who lost time because of decisions they made. So be mindful of, no matter how big you get, be very careful of the decisions you make because they have consequences, man. Shout out to the Mamba.
Gotta. Mr. DJ Rose, Verteezy, and C's, welcome you to the No More Black Tears podcast.
Black tears that's heaven sent. Barack the first black president. I love my black skin. I love walking in black excellence. Black power, let's represent. All black, that's evident. I'm sure MLK and Malcolm X both didn't die for the hell of it. Strap your seatbelt, go and settle land. What makes you think that we would sell our land? We wouldn't sell our land. What makes you think that we would go ahead and try to sell out then? No more black tears, black on black kids. Love us as is, love with passion. Paying black bills, learning black skills, making black meals. Black is backing. Big shout out to Fred Hampton. I'm black and proud like I'm James Brown, but I ain't doing no acting. My people here from the motherland. This podcast now active.